Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and I am back yet again for yet another Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the Final Challengers video. We have the newest wave of 3 characters. My Amazon order came in early. I did not feel like driving around looking at every single store in all of creation because it's just not the right time of the season. Now, the very first figure we're going to be checking out today is Dee Jay, and he looks awesome. Not one of those characters where I'm all like, oh, I was really excited for Dee Jay, but I'll tell you, once you get him out of the packaging, you get him moving and shaking, he looks pretty darn cool. So I'm happy to have Dee Jay. The boxes are largely going to be the usual Jada Toys. You have every character. A lot of characters are coming, and here's the barcode in case you want to go out to stores and find them yourself. Next up, we have Camy. This is definitely one that I was like, yeah, can't wait till they get to good old Camy. And the figure does look really cool. Lively artwork all over the box. That's one of the nice aspects, but a little bit more could definitely be happening around said box. It's simple, I get it, but if you want any links for Amazon or otherwise, I'll put those in the description below so you can have easy peasy access. And then the third and final figure today will be Guile. Loved playing as Guile. He had that sweet hair, and this action figure thankfully translates it fairly well, let's say. Can't go wrong with good old Guile. So here's the barcode for him. But because I always like to do a Marvel versus Capcom team up, we have some newer Marvel Legends that I have had for a while now, but we'll make a video out of it because we have challengers aplenty. So this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the 3 brand new figures from the Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the Final Challengers line. Dee Jay, Camy, and Guile. Insert quarters to continue. All right, so we'll kick things off with Dee Jay. And like I said, he's kind of at the bottom for me in terms of, oh, I got to get that character. But he's actually pretty cool. And I love the expressive hands that he comes with. A finger-pointing hand, a thumbs up, hey, this guy kind of hand. The extra head portraits, and that's really where Jada Toys shines. The paint is really nice. Everything looks good. It's crisp. It's clean. He's got the M on the sides of his head, the mouths. He's very anime-ish, as he should be, as all of the Street Fighter figure characters should look. But it's the expressive hands with those head portraits that do have a presence on your shelf as a result. The really cool looking energy blast that he has, it's kind of in the shape of an orange plasma boomerang. It's really nicely done. So you have the orangey yellow clear plastic. It does come with the action stand, which has enough articulation to it as well. And it just simply clips in easy peasy. Always a really nice job with these energy effects because, like I said, the expressions, the hands that befit the characters combined with the energy effects, you have the total package for the character of Dee Jay, and you won't need another Dee Jay figure. The actual action figure itself is going to have all of the gorgeous articulation. He does come with a gold chain necklace, of which you can really unclip it or clip it, however you like. Just pop the head off. That's the easiest way to do it. But the hair, the look, the smile, the overly cocky smile, that's Dee Jay through and through. And for the paint that is on this figure, specifically on the sides of his pants, maximum, not much going on in the back, but there doesn't necessarily need to be anything else other than what you see because the articulation, the accessories, everything works well. Now, when you move him around, of course, the wording on maximum, you're going to have to place it all back together eventually, but it's close. You get the idea. He's got some butterfly joints in those arms of his. He has one heck of an ab crunch. The legs kick out. And I would tell you, go easy on the knees initially. They're not stuck where you have to heat anything up, but you don't want to unintentionally possibly snap something. Once you got them working, they worked great. And it's the same thing with the feet. He does have peg holes on the bottom as well. The hands, the biceps, the elbows. That's one heck of a cool looking figure. Next up, we have Guile. Guile, I'll save you some time. One of my favorites from this new wave. He, again, has some very expressive slash the kind of hands you would expect the character of Guile to have. From the fisted hands to the posability to that luscious flat top that he's got going on. It's awesome, and it's all about just the stance, the poses. It brings these characters to life. And I would say besides energy blasts, energy effects, you need his comb. That's his signature move. He's always combing that dome of his, and you can recreate that beautifully on your Street Fighter shelf. So again, well done, Jada Toys. Now the extra head portrait, you have Solemn Head, just waiting for a challenger, and then you have the Grit and Teeth, the even flatter domed head portraits. I guess you could say it's the same. I'm just messing, but it's very cool. I love it. And the effect piece, again, very much Guile's little yin and yang looking energy blast. You can see that just flipping, spinning around, headed for an enemy. It comes with the base that you can then articulate, get it higher, get it lower, and it comes off, and it looks oh so good. So when you do the energy blast to knock your enemies halfway across the screen, yeah, you can definitely do it in style. The actual figure, much like DJ, I'm going to give it the heavy praise that it deserves. And in sticking with my word, when I initially covered this figure from New York Comic Con and then San Diego Comic Con, I had stated that I can't wait to use this character's head as simply just a tabletop. And you can do that. It looks amazing. Again, the extra accessory will be the necklace now with dog tags, and I like that. That, again, is very much befitting of Guile. He does have the American flag tattoos on either sides of his shoulders. One looks pretty good. The other one has a crease or two. It's not terrible, but you have the camouflage pants. You have his boots. That all looks awesome. And I love the folds that they got going on the back of his shirt, all the musculature. It's very much befitting of the video game version of Guile. The looks and everything else that we remember what Street Fighter is, the articulation will definitely be to pretty much everyone's liking. If you don't like these toys by now, you're not going to like it, but the articulation allows you to do all the poses, all the kicks, all the punches. That's why Jada Toys is knocking it out of the park for these, because that's what I would expect from an action figure line devoted to Street Fighter. So again, everything works. Nothing had to be heated up. It's fluid. It's awesome. It's Guile. And then for the third and final figure, we have Camy. Now, Camy was probably going to be one of those figures you kind of have to do a little bit more work because there's extra curves on this chick. But you got her hands, the gloves are painted nicely. You have the screaming, yelling head portrait, which I thought this was pretty cool. She does have articulated hair, which I totally appreciate it. It will simply just spin. I thought at first, oh, what if it's like a bendy wire? It's not, but it works, and I like the slash on her face and her red beret and the blonde locks. It all looks good. She's in motion with that head portrait, along with her power energy effects. Now, this is one where it just really flows with, let's say, a punch or a kick. It does not come with a stand, so it's pretty much a handheld accessory unless you have a stand for her, but it clips onto her foot beautifully. And again, very much reflects what you think of with the character when playing as Camy. Now, you can use it as a punch effect too. Either way, however you want to use this, you can definitely do it. But one thing I will say, Jada, I wish you had put the armature in the box because she does not come with one, even though the effect piece does have the hole for it. And as you can see, you can get that going proper. Now, with the character of Camy, you have a completely new system of articulation, but it befits the character once again. No odd cuts have been taken except for the one that goes straight up her butt. But you can clearly see, yes, the character of Camy is totally intact. In terms of the articulation for the head portrait, the hair won't get in the way. She has plenty of hair articulation on the other head portrait as well. So enough to get her in all the poses that you desire. She does not have butterfly joints, but she gets enough momentum out of the shoulders, the biceps, the double jointed elbows, and then she has the fists, which I am impressed on the fists because lately some of the fists kind of pop out when you move them around. Hers work very well. She's got the upper diaphragm. She has the waist. The legs will kick out, kick up high enough, do all the poses in that sense. She's got the thighs, she's got the double jointed knees, the boots, the feet. Didn't have to heat up anything on her. So from Guile to Camy, pretty fluid. DJ, go easy on the knees, like I said. But yeah, from top to bottom, left to right, you can do the splits if you desire. She's a very well-articulated action figure. She has all the aesthetics for Camy. It's very well done. But I know why you guys are all here, and that's for that glorious Marvel vs. Capcom action. So, round one goes to Camy versus Sabretooth. And this is a figure I've had for a while. Sabretooth is quite gnarly. And as the fight begins, yes, you can really have some fun. This is where I really appreciate the Jada Street Fighter line. If the Marvel Legends line didn't exist, I can't honestly tell you I'd be too into these, but I love this. This is from my childhood, playing all those video games. Camy versus Sabretooth with the final uppercut from Camy, nailing a finishing blow, and Sabretooth, Victor Creed, because it's X-Men the Animated Series, is down for the count. The winner for Street Fighter is, of course, Jada Toys for this one, even though Sabretooth is awesome, let's be honest. And next up, round two goes to Guile versus Warbird, aka Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers. Now I'm gonna let you know, just have an open mind on this. We'll just let the powers go. But it's very cool to see these characters in action with their powers, with their effects, with some flight stands. That definitely helps. And Warbird lands the, well, what we thought was the final blow for Guile, but he had that smidge of energy left in that old bar of his and properly takes Warbird down. Winner again to Jada Toys. Again, like Sabretooth, Warbird is a fantastic figure. Very happy to have her. And the final round goes to Dee Jay versus Hulkbuster, the new Hulkbuster, which I've been itching to check out. Now, this guy is big. He's clunky. He's going to take Dee Jay down proper because Tony Stark, he's full of himself. He ain't going down without a fight. And with all those fancy moves of his, he's managed to take down Hulkbuster, aka Tony Stark, in pure Dee Jay style. The hands, the head portrait, again, all day, every day. Yes, Jada Toys has knocked it out of the park with their Street Fighter 2 line. But wouldn't you know it, the Street Fighter's win is shortchanged as a new final boss challenger has approached in the form of Odin, and that is a mighty mega figure, if I do say so myself. So, a new challenge is on. Who will win? Odin versus the Street Fighter. So, that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new wave of the Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the new challengers, whatever you want to call it, line. It's too many words, Street Fighter 2. But again, for me, Marvel versus Capcom, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Punisher Arcade, sure, why not? These are fantastic figures. I have little to no nitpicks, nothing about it. Camy could have used that little stand, but other than that, well done, Jada Toys. This is just a home run across the board. But as always, you have heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours, so comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Jada Toys Street Fighter 2. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, from San Diego Comic-Con to New York Comic-Con and every single con in between, every time I see the Jada booth, every time I see their lineup of all the upcoming Street Fighter 2 characters, can't wait. I believe Sagat and, of course, Blanca are up. Can't wait to have those in 2025. When we do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.